Right. Now, in Unit 3, first I explained fundamental rights. Now, I am going to explain fundamental duties of Indian citizen. Okay. So, this is also comes under Unit 3. Fundamental duties. Actually, in original constitution, the fundamental duties were not there. These fundamental duties were added in 1976 as per the Constitutional Amendment Act, 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. We'll see that now. Fundamental duties are defined as the moral obligations. Remember, they are moral obligations of all citizens to help promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India. So, what is the main purpose of fundamental duty? To promote the spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India. Actually, the fundamental duties were set in Part 4A of the Constitution of India. In Constitution of India, okay, Part 4A, these fundamental duties were included. They are held by the Supreme Court to be obligatory for all citizens. Okay, they are held by the Supreme Court to be obligatory for all citizens. Okay, now the fundamental duties were included in the Constitution by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Okay, so in the original Constitution, the fundamental duties were not there. They are added by passing a bill in 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. It incorporated the fundamental duties by inserting a new article, Article 51A, below the Article 51, which belongs to Part 4A. Remember, the fundamental duties article is 51A. The recommendations were passed in 1976 and came into effect on 3rd January 1977. So, finally, they came into effect on 3rd January 1977. The bill was passed in 1976 and came into effect in 1977. Okay, now, originally 10 in number, the fundamental duties were increased to 11 by 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002. So, originally in 1976, there are 10 fundamental rights are there. Now, one more were added in 2002 by amending the Constitution. These duties were meant to bring our Constitution in line with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the Constitution of Japan, China and USSR. So, the fundamental duties mainly taken from the Constitution of Russia actually. It was adopted based on the recommendations of Swaran Singh Committee. Remember, the fundamental duties were adopted based on the recommendations given by the Swaran Singh Committee. Swaran Singh Committee. Now, we will see what are these 11 fundamental duties. Now, we will see the 11 fundamental duties here. Remember, the first one, to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. So, we should respect our Constitution first of all. That is the basic fundamental duty. We should respect the national anthem. We should respect the national flag. That is a basic responsibility. Fundamental duties are nothing but responsibilities, right? So, we should respect the national anthem, national flag and Constitution of India. To cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom. See, suppose you take Mahatma Gandhi, right? He was more interested for localized government, self-help villages, right? For the development, if village will develop, then automatically country will develop. This motto he worked, right? He was interested. So that is one ideal. So if you want to improve, So start from the basic level actually. From the village level, if you start the development, then automatically country will develop. So that means whatever we inspired from our freedom fighters, we should try to implement that. That is the second fundamental duty actually. Now the third one, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. Remember, we should protect sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. That is the basic duty of every citizen. To defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. So like paramilitary, nowadays you might be familiar, paramilitary, if there is a war, sometimes the government will also call the paramilitary persons, or the groups like NCC groups also will try to defend, right? So this type of things you should, as a responsible, you should feel as a responsible. To promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religion, linguistic, regional, sectional diversities. And also it should respect the women, it should dignify the women, right? This is another fundamental duty. Now next is to value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture. So we should respect and we should preserve the composite culture, because we have many states, the different linguistic, different languages, different cultures, right? We should respect, we should protect all these things. To protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes and rivers, wildlife, to have compassion of living creatures. So this is another important fundamental duty. We should respect our nature. To develop the scientific temper and humanism and the spirit of inquiry and reform. So for the development of a country, we should also improve our scientific temper, humanity, all these things as a basic fundamental duty. Then to safeguard public property and to abjure violence. So public property, we should not do damage, like some people will do damage in public parks. That is not a minimum common sense the people should have. They should follow this basic fundamental duty. It's a responsibility, right? So we should safeguard the public property, right? To strive towards excellence in all spheres of individuals and collective activity, so that the nation constantly rise to higher levels of endure and achievement. So nation will keep on growing, only that is possible individual and collective development. So we should always work for that, right? And who is a parent or a guardian to provide opportunities for the education to his child, as the case may be, the ward between the age of 16 to 14 years. So for every child from 6 to 14 years, as a parent, you should give a proper education. That is a basic fundamental duty. Okay, age of 6 to 14 years, you should give a proper education. This was included in 2002, right? So these are the 11 fundamental duties. So for your exam, straightforward, explain different fundamental duties of Indian citizen. So you should write all these 11 points, right? And one more, what is the difference between fundamental right and fundamental duties? Basic thing, fundamental rights are judiciable, but fundamental duties are not judiciable. That is one drawback here regarding the fundamental duties. They are not judiciable. So this is the information about the fundamental duties. So for your exam, they may ask you a question like, explain different fundamental duties provided by the Constitution of India. So total how many fundamental duties are there? 11 fundamental duties are there. How many fundamental rights are there? 6 fundamental rights are there. You should remember for exam.